Fiends. Today I have a haul for you. This is gathered from over the past 6 weeks maybe. It's not all like in the last week. So quite a bit to show you, and then I've got a few little homeware things to show you as well. One of them which has already really paid off, and one of them which I just absolutely love. So I want to share those at the end, but I'm going to kind of turn you around for that. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is something from eBay. I think this was £2.60, and it's one of these lipstick holders, and as you can see it's kind of stepped at the side so that when you look straight on at them, you know, they're not all flat. You can see the ones at the back, so you can see what you're picking, although not that you really can, except with like a limited edition one. But yeah, that's got my MAC lipsticks in, and I've got two of those on the desk. Reds in the front and purples in the back. And then these are fuchsias and baby pinks and nudes in this one. So yeah, I really love them, and I'm definitely gonna, I've ordered another two actually. Yeah, because I do keep on getting more lipsticks, and those are the ones that I picked that were had to go in. Those are the ones that were in that little black box on my desk. But then after I did it, I thought, oh, I want to order from the Playland, then the Osborne collection, and the Maleficent, and I've got lots of things coming up. Plus the fact that there's still a handful that I really want to have out on the desk, because I just use them more if they're out there. So yeah, I really like how they look. So on from there, we might as well talk about what I briefly showed you there. Now the packaging is actually over there, but I'll show you that at the end because I can't get it over here, and you'll see why anyway. So this is from the Alluring Aquatic collection from MAC. Look at this packaging. It's this beautiful aqua blue, and then it's got these little fake droplets of water all over it. It just looks really effective in person, and it's beautiful, beautiful aqua blue. And I actually took a picture of me wearing this the other day on my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, please give me a follow. It's Spacey's #1 girl, here, there and everywhere. But it's beautiful purple. I absolutely love it. It's described as a vivid, bright violet or something on the MAC site. They never describe colours right for me. This is not that at all. At first I thought it was going to be quite a dupe for Up the Amp, and I do have a blog post on it if you want to see the comparison. The blog is Colour of My Kiss at WordPress, and the link is in the information bar below. So it's a really gorgeous sort of muted plum purple colour. Really, really lovely. I'm absolutely in love with it already. I've worn it twice since I got it, so I really like that. Might as well just stick with MAC. I picked up, since we got the Pro items in stock, yes, at last, finally, I did pick up a couple of lip mixers. I got the High Def Cyan, the white, red, and this one's fuchsia, but it doesn't look like it in there, but that's what I've got on today, which is a really beautiful colour. And to go with those, I got, because you're not meant to use them on their own, they're actually very drying on their own, this is the Satin Lip Mix. So this makes them kind of creamy and really nice and smooth and buttery on the lips. So a little tiniest little dot of that, a tiny dot of colour does your whole lips. It's amazing, and they stain your lips quite nicely as well, so it does stay on and last. So that's the Satin Lip Mix. And I keep them in a cup that I got from a charity shop, which was 60p. I love the colour of it, I love the shape, and it's just so little, and it just says hot chocolate. And then these are the two lip brushes that I'm using to apply them. I use the Real Techniques concealer brush from the set to apply, and then I use the concealer brush with a pot of concealer to go around the edges and tidy. So I just keep those in there because it's just easier just to keep them together. And then the last two things, which are also Pro, are these. Two mix and mediums for pigments. I've been wanting to get these for quite some time. I've already got the one that mixes like eyeliner, that makes eyeliners. Where have I put that? So I've had this quite a while, but this, you mix eyeliners with that one. And then this is the one that's matte. I haven't used it yet. But basically if you mix the pigment with this, it makes like a matte consistency. So you could do a matte lip or a matte eye. So I thought that was really pretty cool. I like the idea of that, and a little of this goes such a long way as it does with pigments. And then this one is the glossy one, but I don't think it's called glossy. Shine. So that's the Shine. I think you can see the texture of it definitely has more of a shine on the texture on the surface of it. So yeah, I got those, so they're amazing, and I can't wait to start using them because I needed to get back into my pigments, and I've done something, and now I have actually. I've used a pigment today, so I've used this one is from the Archie's Girl collection. I can't remember the name offhand. Anyway, moving on, I got a couple of Gosh Gosh lip liners. I can't speak today. These were actually £2 or £2.99. They were actually reduced, so that was really, really good. It was a real bargain. Simply Red, the reason I got this is I was reading a blog and I can't remember who it was, but they said it was a really good dupe for Ruby Woo. Or Riri Woo. So I thought, I'm going to get that because I love wearing that colour, but it's nice to have a liner to go underneath it and just to define your lips a little bit better. So this one is called Simply Red. That's the base. And yeah, the swatch is there. Really lovely. And you can also put these all over your lips. They're really they're drying, but I'm going to show you something else that I kind of got to go with that. If you put it all over your lip area, yeah, they really make a nice long lasting lip colour as well, so I'm just really interested in that. And then the other one I got was Cardinal Red, because I do wear a lot of berry sort of colours. That's that one there. So I thought that that would go with a lot of things in my collection. And the thing that I got to go with them, now this was a real bargain. I think it was $3.99, but it had been $8.99, and then it was buy one get one half price at Maybelline, and it's the 24-hour Bold Matte Superstay. 24-hour Superstay Bold Matte Recharge Balm. Itsy bitsy little thing. Yeah, this is going to be amazing. I've actually used it today. So I think this is to go with lipsticks they already sell, but it's basically just a lip balm. That's it, totally twisted up there. And you just put that on over a lipstick and it's a matte sort of finish. So I thought that this would be really good to wear with like a lot of the matte sort of lip lacquers. Sometimes they can feel a little bit dry and a bit sticky and strange on your lips. So I thought that this would be really good to sort of moisturise it a little bit but still keep that matte texture. The other thing I got is actually a Rimmel product, which is a big surprise for me, but this is the Sun Shimmer Instant Tan BB Cream, which I thought was really interesting, and I saw this on Nikki's channel. This is in light matte. I can hear you dying to say something.
Me?
So that's what, yeah, you.
About what?
About anything.
We're staying up!
Oh god. So that's what that looks like. You get an absolute massive amount, and I think it... What?
We're staying up!
I know, I'm so excited for you. Everybody's happy. So this was, I think it was $3.50. It was half price anyway, which is a real bargain. I had to put this because I've put slightly too much. Not slightly too much, way too much. It smells really nice actually, it's got a lovely smell. And I like to have a little bit of a tan, but it's mostly if I am going to do anything, it's going to be fake tan. But I got that tan in the glossy box and I was like, oh, actually I really quite like this. So yeah, try and get a bit more into it. So that's it there, badly swatched. But I can totally see the difference in person. So we'll wait and see. It's 125 ml, so it's way bigger than an ordinary BB cream. But I would mix this possibly with a BB cream, just to give a slightly tan finish. I'd have to remember to bring it down my neck though. But yeah, it's intriguing. It was $3.50, so we'll give it a go. Okay, so the next things are lip products. So, as you know, these are $5.99 each and buy one get one half price at the moment at Superdrug, so I went and got a couple more. I do have the redder the better, and I always want to call it Raspberry Kiss. Is that what it's called? Rumour has it. I don't know why I want to call it Raspberry Kiss. But those are the two I've got, and I've got a blog post on those. And then I went back and I got a couple more. So I'll show you those. This one is called I Want Candy, which is a very beautiful bright pink colour. Really, really gorgeous. I think that's really spring and summer. Really nice colour. The next one is Viva Violet. I think it's Viva. Viva Violet, which for me is not a violet colour because violet's more purple. This is kind of like what a fuchsia and a purple would look like mixed together, if that kind of makes sense to you. Really, really pretty. That one is there. Love that. Then because of Nikki I got Boom Chicka Boom, which I've had my eye on for a while anyway. It's just a really lovely fuchsia colour, and I'm really into fuchsia. That's that one there. The last one is On Fire, which is actually a really lovely bright sort of red colour. That one there. It's a little sheerer than some of the others, but I think that when it's on the lip it'll actually pop really quite nicely if you put enough of it on, and then I got something to go with it anyway, so I just quite liked that colour. I just thought it was just, if you didn't want to go all out with the redder the better, which I'll swatch next to it. So you can see it's really intense. You could go for something like that, so I picked that up as well. And then while I was in there, I did check out the Tanya Burr glosses, and this one is called Let's Travel the World, which is a lovely red, and I just think that such a good match. So that is the swatch of that there. Really lovely, pretty bright red, and I've actually put it on top of the balm. I think it's a lovely colour match. What a lovely colour they are together, so yeah, really pleased with that. There were a couple of others that I thought were quite nice, but I'm not sure that I'm going to get any more, because that's like, I've got 6 of them now, so I think, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. And the last thing is from Lit Cosmetics. They are based in Canada, and if you order from their website it's $10 delivery anywhere in the world. And when she posts it, she marks it as under $20 value with, it says gift, so you don't pay any customs charges when it comes in the country, which is really good, because I was concerned about that. But that saved me customs charges, because customs charges can be really high. Everything came in a lovely box, packaged very well. Tissue paper to protect everything was fantastic, and it came in this bag. So this says Lit Kit, and at the bottom it says no glitter, no glory. And I got this because of the lovely Made You look. I'll put a link to her channel below. She actually did a review on these and I thought they were amazing. I've always been looking for that kind of glue that can keep glitters on without falling all over your face, without it creasing, without it coming off, because it's really frustrating. I do like to wear glitter, but it's just, it's high maintenance. It's very difficult to wear for a long period of time. And she was really impressed with this, so I thought, I'm going to give it a go. So in the pack you get this big bottle. I don't know if it has a size. 30ml. Yeah, I think this says 30ml. So you get this big bottle of glitter which just will last forever. Look at it, it's glass. I love the little sort of round like lid, it just looks quite vintage looking. And it says Lit Cosmetics. And then she actually put a free mini glitter in as well. Oh, look, so cute. So the little baby one's 4ml, but I've actually put that in the drawer because I don't need that out. I'm just going to start using the big one, or should I start using the small one and use the small one up? I think I might actually just use the small one first and keep the big one. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, puzzling. So in there you also got some instructions on how to use the glitters. You got a code, a card with the information about the owners of the company, as well as a code on to get money off. And it was really funny because I was talking to this lovely girl Jodie, and we were like kind of talking backwards and forwards. I had some queries, and then I didn't realise she's actually the owner of the company. So there is Jodie. Gorgeous, gorgeous Jodie. She was really wonderful, very helpful. You get a sticker. You get one of these cute little things. Now this is actually, I don't know what's inside. I think it's really quite a simple thing, and it's something that you could possibly sort of, if this kind of got finished with, you could put something else inside and maybe give it a go. But it's actually to remove glitter from your face, and you use it dry, and it's kind of like this sort of mesh sort of stuff that you sometimes see tutus made out of, and you just dab that across your face and just get away the excess glitter, so that's really useful. And then there were 2 brushes that came with this. So the Lit Cosmetics, this is the liner brush, which is very fine, and then this is the round brush, which is more for pattern colour onto the lid, which is a little more fuller. So those are the brushes. I also love this because when I first pulled it out I was like, what? I'm not really very sure why that's in there, but it's a fan, and it says lit, no glitter, no glory. And it's just really good for sort of drying off that glitter. And it's also really nice when it's hot, because I like these kind of fans, because the one that I have on my desk is like this. It's really quite a flimsy one. I don't feel like it's as strong as this one. Anyway, that is the fan and I really love it. So I've got it over there when I'm not using it. And these are the glitters. Now you can stack them together. You actually get a little packet with the lids in. I thought it was there, but it's not. But you do get like a little packet with your extra lids in, and then you get your glitters. The glitters do come in different sizes, so the smaller the number, the smaller the particle of glitter. I think there's just 1, 2s and 3s. So you can decide whether you want to have a really fine glitter, whether you want to do a liner with that and you don't want it to be quite as chunky, or whether you want a chunky glitter for a certain look that you're doing. So I really like that you have that kind of choice, and there is a massive range of colours. It's great that they're kind of split down into colour sections on the website, because you can have a look and see from which, like if you think, oh, I really want to get a blue, then you can go straight to that page and you're not wading through like a whole massive list of all of the colours. So it's a really great website. So the first colour is called Love Me Tender. This is actually a size 2, and this is a very beautiful pretty pink colour. I love this one. It's very fine, so as you can imagine, I mean this is a size 2 and you can see how fine it is, so I think that's really impressive. It's just a beautiful colour and I can't wait to wear that one. And that one was a free item. The next item is called Barbie Shops, and this one is a number 3 glitter, so this is chunkier. This has some holographic glitter in that's kind of green and blue, but it also has some pink, little particles of pink in there. I don't know if you can see them, they look like little dots, so that's going to be quite interesting on. The next colour is Vitamin C. Again, this is a number 3. This is not quite the colour I was expecting because it's really quite a neon. I don't think it'll be quite so much like that when it's on, but it, as you can see, it has white and green glitter reflects in there. The next colour is Miami Vice. This is a number 2. This is just a perfect sort of sea foam sort of blue. It's kind of that bluey green, very soft. It's not a bright colour. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to wear that one. The next one is Firecracker, and this is a 1. So as you can see in this one, the particles are absolutely tiny, but you can see the glitter reflex there. They're almost like these are, it's like, this colour reminds me of Ruby Slivers from Wizard of Oz. It's just got that really pretty sort of look to it, and I think it'll make a great liner. The next colour is Punk. This one is a size 2, and as you can see, this is, I don't know, this borders on different things for me. When I first looked at it, I thought it was really quite a navy colour, but when you look at it here, you can see it's actually just an incredibly intense, deep purple colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, that's going to make a really great liner. And the last one is Rhinestone. This is another one that was free. This is a size 2, and when I first looked at it, I was like, oh no, a brown. I don't think I'll wear a brown. But when you look at it, there is brown there, but there's also sort of gold, copper and, I don't know, orange sort of reflex. I think it's a really interesting colour. Again, I can't wait to try that one as a liner. Really pretty. So I love that you can stack these up. You don't have to, you could have them individually, but they take up a bit more space that way, so I think it's really good. They're really useful like this, and I just love how they look. I definitely have my eyes on another number of colours, so I'm definitely going to be investing in more of these, that's for sure. I've got a code to get a free one, so I'm probably going to get a couple more. I just think they're amazing. I haven't actually tried it yet though, so I do want to give it a try before I order anything else. But I've heard great things about these, and Vintage Otaki is also a great fan of these. And I think Vintage Otaki have made you look, if they really love it, then yeah, it's going to be amazing, because they're really honest with their reviews and they use these things a lot. So I think that I'd definitely be, I'm in safe hands. That's what I'm trying to say. So now to show you some sort of homeware type things. So this is what it now looks like on the desk surface. I'll move the naked palettes over there. Got my casual colours out and I'm getting a lot more use out of them. I've got my Tanya Burr glosses, my Prep and Prime and my matte balm in there. And my Urban Decay liners and the brushes are in the same place on that little plinth. And then I've got my charity shop mirror, which was a huge bargain. It's a very vintage mirror. And then I've got my 2 stands, like lipstick stands there, which I think just looks really nice. I don't need a massive amount of workspace, so that suits me fine. And then there's not much change over here, to be honest. Apart from I moved my sugar pills out of here and I put my MAC quads, and then these are the individual ones, like the duos, then that, and then these are the lip quads. They're not quads. The lip palettes. So I like how that looks. I got a toast rack from B&M, which is really pretty. I think it was $1.99, and I've got my MAC palettes in there, my Sigma Creme de Couture, and my MUA palette as well. And then not much has changed up here really. I've had to put a couple of things kind of in the drawer there because I've got the Bourjois on the top. So the Bourjois there is on the top, and then I've got other lip products in here. MUA Lux, Urban Decay, some Gosh, and yeah, in there. My Model's Own ones are in here with the Jelly Pong Pongs, and then it's all Revlon. My 2 Max Factor lip pencils are there as well. And then I've actually moved the Rimmel ones down here, so the other ones aren't in there at the moment because I've got to do little video thingies on them. Yeah, so the other thing anyway, and there's my little cup that stands there. I got another set of these drawers, so as you can see there's now 6 of them. So it totally changed kind of what is in these drawers now. So in the bottom one, I've got my mix and mediums, which I just showed you there. I've got my black track liner and my brow gel from MAC, and then the rest of this stuff in here is actually primers. So these are all lid primers. I forgot to show you this one in the haul. This is the Avon one. And Emma Pickles absolutely swears by this, and she uses it all the time, so I wanted to pick one up. That's what it looks like. I actually really like it as well, so that is in there. Yeah, so my L'Oreal gel liner, but everything else, they're all primers, apart from I've got my permanent taupe, which is my favourite paint pot from Maybelline, and I've got one of these pots from Topshop, which I think I showed you, that is in black. Then in here I've got mascaras. I've got 3 mini ones, and then I've got 3 full-size ones on the go. I've got highbrow, a brow thing, and a makeup remover pen. So not a lot going on in there, but I never have many mascaras on the go at once. In here, these are all of my MAC paint pots, my 2 Chromaline gels. And then I brought the pigments down from that box and into here, and I've already used them twice since then, so I'm really happy because I'm actually wanting to reach for them more now. So that is the more, like, this is how they tend to come. This is the colour I've got on today. They tend to come like this more now, so this is the kind of shape of them, whereas this is the old. I think you got more in the old packaging. Oh. And everything's going to fall over because I'm filming, and that would be awkward for me. So that is that drawer. Then these are the old style pigments in there. So that's a full drawer. And then in the top are the crushed metallic pigments. And then just a couple of pigments, 2 copper pigments that would not fit in the drawer below. But the crushed metallic pigments are amazing, and a tiny bit goes a crazy distance. So they're well worth investing in. So that was the first sort of house thing, and I was wondering, was it going to look too high and stuff, but I actually really like how it looks, and it's really useful. And then the other thing is this. This is actually a frame from IKEA that I've had for about 10 months now, and I've just not got around to doing this. But it's specifically designed for actually collages. So you actually put a number of things in this frame together. You could put photographs in, but it's not designed that way. I don't know if you can see here, you can see black. You get this big piece of very thick card in there, and there's a black side and a white, and you decide which side you want. And then I basically just used sellotape sort of doubled over and glued all of these pieces of packaging in. Sorry, you were a bit out of focus there. So I've got the Jasmine palette there, and then some numerous MAC things that I've put in. The Electric palette. Again, more MAC things down there. And then the Marilyn. I do have another Marilyn, a couple of pieces of Marilyn packaging, and they're up there, but I want to make a separate picture with those. That's the Vice 2 palette. This is the packaging for the lipstick that I showed you in the haul. See the water droplets. That with the spots on is actually off Model's Own packaging. Got the Cinderella palette there. And then if I remove this, you've got Rihanna, Marilyn, and there's MAC packaging. I can't remember what that was actually off, but it was off something. And then I've got the kiss from the inside of the Marilyn packaging, and then of course I've got the Rihanna ones there as well. So, and that's Viva Glam Rihanna. I just really like it, and it just helps keep some of the sunshine out, which is really good because it gets really bright in this room. And I just think it looks really, really cute. I love it. Also, it means I can open this window and not worry about things falling out or being pushed out, because that's actually stood in the way. So, yeah. I can't remember where these are from. They might be from Home Bargains. It's actually a set of little Tupperware tubs, but they look really vintage. So I could not resist them. I think they were $1.50, and I think you get about 3 or 4 in there. So I thought that was just crazy. So that is up there. And then over here, also from a charity shop, this was £1.20. It's actually meant to be a soap dish. For some reason this camera does not want to focus sometimes. It's just a soap dish. You can see all the shape of the feathers. I love swans. And then this was with it. And what is this? I'll back off a bit. I've had to zoom right in to even get any kind of clarity on the situation. So that's the soap dish. And then I've just put some things that I got at the charity shop. This is a long chained necklace. Goes to about waist level, and this is like a pear, but it's like a turquoise colour with a diamante leaf. This is another long necklace, goes to waist level. It's even got a fastening on it. This is really old, and they're kind of a turquoise. These were all £1, and then this one is just really gorgeous. It's got lots of sort of turquoise colour beads, and I wore those together today, all 3 of them together. The other thing that I got is too small for my neck, but very, very old. Just beautiful beadwork on here. And then it's got like a hook sort of fastening at the back, but it's not going to fit me. So, but I'm gonna sort of modify it at the back so it ties with a string, because I just thought the beads were just too gorgeous to resist.
Here's your cup of tea.
Thank you.
Was the first one so damn good?
It was lovely, yes. You can take the cup away. Thank you.